Hi, this is Amy, and I wanted to share a project that I made for one of my granddaughters. I made this a little while ago. I haven't decided what how I'm going to mount it, because what I had done was I wanted to start doing some mixed media and practicing and exploring that, and I was really having a lot of fun with it and didn't know that I would actually make something I wanted to keep, so I have to figure that out. You'll notice that I have ink on my hands. I was working with dilutions, and while you can reactivate them with water to run them all over your project, they do not want to run off your hands so quick, so you want to keep that in mind. What I had done with this is I did it with very little expense. I hadn't invested in a lot of tools. What I had were a few stencils that I had picked up at Joann's. They have some in the kids craft area, and I picked some up there for just like $1.50, something like that. And then some I had picked up at our local scrapbook store. And what I did was I just used acrylic paints. I didn't have any sprays. I was playing around with using sprays by mixing a little bit of acrylic paint in a bottle with some water and sometimes with some pearlized paint, and I liked how that turned out. What I had done was I'm now collecting those little bottles of eyeglass cleaner that the doctor gives you when you get a new pair of glasses, because apparently none of us use that. So we had a collection of about 6 full bottles of that. So I refilled those with water and added different colors and was playing around with that. And you can do a two-tone spray with that by using a glittery, shimmery paint in one color and then using a base color of another color of acrylic paint. And you don't want to add a whole lot to it. So I was trying to maybe imitate Lindy's Stamp Gang. Probably quite poorly. So anyway, what I did was I started out painting with one color, then another. Then at the very beginning I was cleaning my brush out from another project, and so I had a lot of different color, and I kind of liked the way that looked. So I did a lot of that here and there. Then what I did was I did some stenciling with paint and just a little sponge brush. You can see the butterfly here and here. You can see the fairy here. And then I used Liquitex modeling paste, and I did some butterflies along here. Those are raised, you can see, and this leaf pattern along the top. I did these flowers, and actually these are not stenciled. These are punched out. Our local craft scrapbook store, you can become a member and you can use their tools for free. You can use their little workshop area, and they have all kinds of die cuts and big industrial strength die cut machines. And so I had punched out a bunch of flowers, and so I used those. I put them on and then I painted them. This one, they both went on before I did all of the painting, and then I painted over them. This is a fairy. It's stenciled on with some modeling paste. You can see it has a little shimmer. After it was done, I just put a little pearlized acrylic paint on there. And then these letters, you'll see they have dimension, and because it's so expensive to get dimensional letters, what I did was I bought this die. It's the Tim Holtz Upon a Time alphabet die, and I went to the scrapbook store and asked her if I could cut something thicker with that, and she didn't think that I should, but she did recommend that maybe I try some of the foam craft sheets that kids use for their crafts. And so I went to, I'll just tell you, you can pay twice as much for your foam sheets at a craft store as you'll pay at Walmart. I paid 33 cents a sheet, and I just run them through on my Big Shot, and then I paint them or highlight them however I want to. Another thing that you can do is you can layer your pattern paper on top of your foam sheets, and then it's cut out together and it's perfect. They want to stick together. You put a little bit of glue between there and you have a really nice pattern paper look, which is nice if you want to use like a foil or a glitter paper. You don't have anything to do but just glue it down and then paint the edges to match your project. Okay, here's another modeling paste butterfly in the middle there. And I just took a little rag with a little bit of dark paint on and just touched the very high points that the modeling paste left to give it more of an outline. And then finally what I did was, after it was dry, I took golden, I like golden, glass bead gel, which I really love it. I have a lot of fun with it. And all I did was layer it on top of some of the highlights, like this butterfly. This butterfly, I'm not sure how well you can see it because I have a bad view. And this, and what happened was, as you put it on, it really intensified the color of the paint underneath. I didn't tint the glass bead gel at all. It just brought out that deeper color. This little butterfly, this flower up here. And I didn't want to do all of these, I just did like every other one. So that was my project, and I just have to figure out how to share that. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you will come back. Thanks for watching.